How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Banter Awards Show for the 2015 Chargers season. We have Kendrick here again. Kendrick, how's it going?
Hello, welcome. Let's give out some awards. Our little 4-12
Wow.
team. Let's find the bright spots in this dark Chargers team.
To start it off, we'll talk about the Rookie of the Year. Now, Kendrick, looking at this draft class, there's really only one rookie to me that stands out, and that's our boy Denzel Perryman. He deserves, and he has won our 2015 Rookie of the Year for the Chargers. What do you think, Kendrick, about Perryman this season and what he has done for this team?
I think it's the best choice out there. I think a lot of us had hoped it would be Melvin Gordon this season.
I think so.
But it's funny that when we had drafted Denzel Perryman, we talked about this guy having, Ray Lewis potential talent for our team. I think that he definitely showed that. I think competing with Donald Butler and Manti Te'o, showing us that he can jump over Donald Butler, a player who was a captain 2 or 3 years ago. I think as far as moving forward, I think it's going to be Perryman and Te'o in the middle, this young linebacking core with Melvin Ingram and Jerry Tauchu, and we're going to see what's like moving forward. But I think as a rookie, he made impact, and his ceiling's just going to go up. And I think when you talk about defensive rookies, you got Verrett out there. He accelerated into his second year. We'll talk about that later. Perryman made that same level of impact.
Oh, yeah. He was huge on our defense this year and grew throughout the year. And it kind of was a bummer to look at our draft picks. And, I was hoping we would have seen more of Kyle Emanuel, obviously Gordon. But the draft was kind of meh, you know what I mean? When we look at it now. They all have potential later on, but at this point, really, Perryman's made a huge impact compared to everyone else. Huge.
Yep.
Hard hits and playing good football. All right, let's move on to the next category for our awards.
All right, so our next award is going to be Best Chargers Win. Not a lot to choose from here with 4 games, but our best win is going to be what we had thought was the final game at Qualcomm Stadium in Week 15, the Chargers versus the Dolphins, with a 30-14 win. If you remember this game, it was 23-0 at halftime, and the Chargers came out, played emotional, want to show San Diego that they want to stay, made that statement. I think this was just a huge win for this team, and just trying to show that they could battle it out here.
Definitely, yeah.
It's definitely one for the fans, for sure.
It was a win for the fans. It was a weird emotional feeling. We thought it was the end, and we still have another year here. We don't know if it's going to be longer. We hope it's longer. It seems like it's going to be longer, but the vibe was so strange because we had a losing team that were just fighting just to show their love for the city and love for the fans. So that was an amazing win, really. And just the way they dominated that game was awesome.
Yeah, and that game has my favorite moment of the year, which is the little curtain call there for Rivers, Gates, and Floyd, and especially for Floyd because he's retiring at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty big moment there for those guys.
That was a cool moment.
Really glad the Chargers are here for one more year. We'll see what happens, but that was the biggest win of this season, definitely.
I agree. All right, and moving forward, we're going to go to the best play of 2015. And this one was hard to pick from, but the winner would be Jason Verrett with his pick 6 at home against the Bears on Monday Night Football. 68-yard return to the end zone after picking off Cutler. So I went back and watched that play a couple times, and it's pretty amazing. It was kind of a bad throw, but Verrett just took it and just bolted, and then he had some teammates help him out get to the end zone. Ingram helped him out towards the end, but it's just a clutch play, and it makes you excited from all the plays we've seen from Verrett this year, just shutting down people. And also a close second or a close candidate was Allen's touchdown, his last catch of the season at Baltimore, where he was injured. That catch is still amazing, but the winner is Rhett's pick six against the Bears.
Keenan's last catch of the season was huge against those two corners. But the pick six is rare. Pick six is a rare play.
Yeah, and you said it well, being that usually we have certain woes with our corners and interceptions aren't, a very frequent, super frequent thing that happens. So pick six is awesome. It's high up there. All right, and moving on to the next category. Kendrick's got that one.
Our next category is our comeback player of the year. And when you think about this guy, with all the injuries he's come back from, it's Danny Woodhead after missing all of last season. He came back with all our injuries, with our problems with Gordon, Brandon Oliver not really staying healthy. Woodhead became Rivers' most trusted guy, I think, in the offense. As we lost Keenan Allen, as we lost Floyd, as we lost Stevie Johnson, you saw Woodhead being the guy that he went to late in the game because Gates was getting a lot of the defensive coverages. Late in that game against Green Bay, late in that game against Pittsburgh, they kept coming back around to Woodhead. And I think that's a huge push from where he was 2 years ago, from missing last year to now this year, being one of our probably our best offensive player statistically by the end of the season. But Keenan was going pretty crazy there. So you got to factor that in as well.
Yep. I think it showed how much of a contribution he is to our offense when we needed him last year. And he was, like you're saying, Rivers' go-to guy. So having him back definitely made a difference. And I think it could have been even more prevalent had our defense been at their top level consistently through the season. We would have seen how our big offense really paid off with Woodhead, even though our running game was so diminished and struggled all year. All right, and moving on from that, we have the Chargers' best offensive player of 2015, and pretty much a hands-down win from votes on Twitter. Philip Rivers, your boy, your captain of the offense, your leader, definitely got the win on that one. I think it's a clear victory for me, probably a lot of people. What do you think, Kendrick?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Leading the league in passing yards there for a while. Leading the league in QBR. Like Rivers had an amazing season for all our problems on offensive line, all our problems with rushing. Some people can say, "Oh yeah, you guys were down in so many games because you were throwing." Well, if we were be able to run the ball effectively, that wouldn't have been our problem. Or if we had a solid offensive line. And you think about what that guy does with you think about what Rivers does with the offensive line that he has, with the receivers that he has, it was huge on his stats. Shout out to our sleeper hit, Donald Brown, with 3.9 yards per carry this season.
Yeah, he had the best team average in rushing, which to me still baffles me. But that's just another part of football, I guess, and joke's on us, right?
Joke's on us.
Joke's on us. All right, and moving on to the next one. Kendrick's got this one.
Yep, that is our best defensive player. And we foreshadowed it earlier. This defensive player award goes to Jason Verrett. I think that Verrett had so many huge plays this season. You think about the opponents that we played. I have some of them broken down here. The guys that Verrett played this season, he shut down A.J. Green. He shut down Calvin Johnson. He played against Antonio Brown, Randall Cobb, Amari Cooper twice, Demaryius Thomas twice, Emmanuel Sanders sometimes on the Broncos, Jeremy Maclin on the Chiefs. Like, Verrett showed up against a lot of big-name receivers this season, and when we were on Monday Night Football against the Bears, and he was shutting down Alshon Jeffrey, John Gruden couldn't believe how well Verrett was playing.
Yep, I remember that.
So Verrett is starting to solidify himself as a shutdown corner in this league. Hopefully Brandon Flowers bounces back. Hopefully we get him some help over the top. But Jason Verrett is going to be a top 5 corner in this league if he continues to trend. And from what he showed this season in his second year, that's why he's our defensive player.
He's doing it quietly in a very humble manner. He's not, saying stuff on Twitter and just letting his actions speak for himself, which is great. All right, so our final award here we have is for our Chargers MVP. And I think this might be a no-brainer, but Philip Rivers also the MVP. Win or loss, he will put the team on his back. He'll take credit for it. And even in times when our defense would give up 20, 30 points, he would have to try to push the offense to meet that or be right there. I mean, we lost almost every game we lost by a score. So it just shows you that Philip put the team in it to win. Sometimes either injuries, mistakes, things definitely not going our way, and our inconsistent defense backfired in a lack of a run game. But I think you could definitely agree, Kendrick, in that Philip is definitely the MVP for this team, the leader of this team.
Yeah, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. Shout out to NFL Network saying that we should draft a quarterback.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Crazy. I thought that was ridiculous. I couldn't believe that when that was like all around Twitter and stuff, and you sent that to me. All right, so that's our quick little Bull Banter Awards show for 2015 season. Not the best season, but hey, we made the most out of it, and the Chargers are still in San Diego. We apologize for all the technical difficulties. Please go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you're not already, follow us on Twitter. And before we go, I have a question for next week, because next week we'll be doing a mock draft episode. So for all you viewers, just leave your answer in the comment. But the question is, who do you think the Chargers will draft in the 2016 draft with the number 3 overall pick? So if you have any idea or any voice or opinion of who they might draft, just put that down below in the comments. Kendrick, any words before we head out here?
Yeah, I think that the big debate right now at the Combine is, are we going to draft Michael Bosa, are we going to draft Larry Tunzel, and are we going to draft Jalen Ramsey? So you got a D lineman, an offensive tackle, and a safety. Which one's going to fall to us at 3? I think those are the guys we want to hear for. Curious to see if any viewers have any other sleepers out there that they're looking for. But I think those are the top 3 guys we're targeting right now.
I completely agree. Thanks again for watching, you guys. Let us know who you think we might draft at number 3 overall. It's an early, really early pick, and could be vital. It will be vital, actually, in our success this upcoming season. So thank you all for watching again, and we'll see you next time.